here you can see I have my fabric, and this time I'm using the floor. I've got my curtain fabric folded in half, and this fabric I paid, I think, £7 in casualty department from the shop. I'll mention the name of the shop later. But there's my fabric. Now, to double check, I can get 3 pillowcases out of this fabric, but I only need 2 because I'm staging the bed. Now, to make sure, I have put a pillow which is 19 by 36 inches on top to make sure that I've got it right. And I've done a diagram for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, at the side there, you can cut it open if you wish, all right? But what I'm doing is cutting the whole strip in 85 inches long to save time on sewing the edges at the side. So one long strip folded over, and I'll be done in a couple of minutes. So you can just about see this, the line that I'm going to cut on. There's one there and there's one there. So those are the lines I'm going to cut on. And I've seen as there's already a seam already taken in. On this occasion, I'm going to make use of it, saving me to stitch those up again. Why not? So my returns are going to be slightly bigger. Instead of 12 inch, it's going to be bigger. I'm all right with that. You can stick to the measurements I've given you, or you can do the same thing. So I'm going to cut it out now, and I will get 2 pillows cases from this one cutting, which is not bad for £7, and the quality of this fabric is beautiful. So as you can see now, it's cut out, and it's ready. So I've got two pillowcases, and at the top is a spare. That's not a spare. That you could either make valance with it, so not to waste. But what I thought afterward is this bit down the bottom here, which is nice and thick. If I had the leftover at the bottom, I could make tie backs out of it using this edging already done, and just do a turn over the top, and that's my tie back. But you've got enough there to make a tie back with. So make use of the fabric. So with this now, I show you because I've got a lot of fabric at the top here. I can maintain by having that border going all the way around to the top there, and all the way around here, and going across one side, just the stitching one side, but you leave that open so you can slot it in. But that's if I was going to do. But what I'm going to do is move this slightly down a bit more, and so that the pillar is fitted in nicely, and move this all down. But I'm showing you that because cutting it this way eliminates the stitching up there. So all I do is just stitch there, and if this wasn't already done, I'll be stitching this as well. That's why I left it on, just to save me the hassle of doing that. Why not? And that's it. And then bag it out, and then do the top stitching on top, which is the 2.5 that I've shown you in the diagram. And that's the pillowcase done. Yeah. And if you wish, you can stitch it and leave it the size you want, and do a stitching across here, and it will give you that border edging going all the way around. But that's how it is. At this point here is where you can stitch this going, say, from there to there. But if you want it to be a border from that and that side, then you'll have to stitch that down underneath it, stitch from there to there to give you your border effect, and then go all the way around it to give you a border effect. But this one, because I want this to be the same size as the pillow that I bought from the shop, otherwise one at the back will stick out larger than the one at the front. So I want to maintain the same width of 36 inches going across. Okay, so this, by the time I finish doing the border around, it will be inside 36 by 19. As you can see on my tape measure, the pillowcase now measures at 24 inches. And can you see where the tailor's chalk is? Those are the 2.5 inches that I'm going to stitch in. So here you can see it's at 24. That one looks a little bit out, so that's 2.5 inches. And this one is, okay, so I'm going to adjust that to 2.5 inches, so that should take it there. And that will give me 19 inches inside. I'd say that's spot on. So now I'm going to do marking all the way along there, and then I'm going to do 2 straight lines going all the way across. Now you can iron this. You can iron this as you go along. But I've lost my table, so I haven't got a table to iron on. Now for those of you who want to have the border going all the way round, what I suggest you do is you make sure that you've allowed the extra 5 inches at the top there, 5 inches here, which is 2.5 each side, to make your pillowcase larger than what I've made here, and then you will have your border going all the way around. And when you're stitching it, all you do to complete the border is, when you've done the stitching going along here, just pick this up, hold it, draw a line and stitch just this section down. Yes, that's all you need to do, and you've got your border going all the way around. This is the reason why I am cutting out and sewing. I've left a little space in there so I can do a little bit of sewing, but I can't do any big jobs. And this is the reason why, because I am packed up. So the pillowcases are done now, And now I'm going to put them on the bed with the new quilt cover and pillowcases that I bought from a shop. Here you can see the pillowcases are behind, and the curtains, you can see the grey has been brought down to the pillowcase as well as the back of the wall. Now let's go in and take a closer look at the pillowcases. As you can see, they come to the edge of the bed, this is a 5-foot king size bed with a king size pillow. You can see at the top there, that's that at the top at the bottom, and also from the shop. Yeah, so both pillows are the same size. Let's fix this pillow a bit more better. Right, so there, to achieve this look, also you can see I've done the same thing and put the grey in on this window in this room. Let's chop my husband out. Yeah, you can see I've done the same. Now, as I explained before, there are the pillowcases that you've seen. There are all the pillowcases that was done in the previous shot.